Hi, welcome to Fun and Learn.
Class, today I'll tell you the story, The Enemy by Pearl S. Buck. It's a story set in Japan during World War II, and it makes us think deeply about patriotism, humanity, and moral choices. Let's listen carefully. Dr. Sadao Hoki was a famous Japanese surgeon and scientist. He had studied medicine in America for 8 long years, where he learned the best surgical skills. But even in America, he never forgot he was Japanese. In fact, he did not even marry until he was sure the girl he loved was purely Japanese. That girl was Hana. Sadao had met her in America at a professor's house. She was gentle, graceful, and spoke well. But he waited. He wanted to ask his parents' permission first. And when he returned to Japan, his parents approved. Only then did Sadao and Hana marry. This shows how deeply he respected his culture and traditions. One evening, Sadao and Hana were walking along the beach near their home. The sea waves were strong, and suddenly they saw something dark lying on the sand. As they came closer, they were shocked. It was a man, badly wounded, unconscious, and bleeding. When Sadao bent down, he realized the man was an American soldier, a prisoner of war. Japan and America were at war. This man was the enemy. Hana gasped. What shall we do? If anyone sees us helping him, we'll be called traitors. But Sadao, being a doctor, said, I cannot let a man die helplessly in front of me, even if he is an enemy. They carried him home, you know. The servants were absolutely horrified. A white enemy in the house? No, this will bring bad luck. The police will punish us, they whispered among themselves. But Sadao, he stood firm, unwavering in his decision. He operated on the man that very night, removing the bullet, with Hana assisting him throughout the procedure. Slowly, the American began to recover. But then, well, problems began to arise. The servants, they refused to stay in a house that sheltered an enemy soldier. One by one, they all left. Hana, poor Hana, had to wash, cook, and care for the soldier herself, though she did it quite reluctantly. Sadao and Hana, they felt trapped, caught in a real dilemma. If they reported the man, he would surely be executed. But if they kept him, they risked their own lives and honor. It's a tough situation, isn't it? At this time, the story takes us to the general of Japan, a very powerful man who was Sadao's patient. The general trusted no one but Sadao with his health. When Sadao told him about the enemy soldier, the general said, Don't worry, you will not be punished. You are too important to be arrested. I'll send assassins to kill the man quietly. But the general was selfish and careless. He was more worried about his own illness than about Sadao's problem. He never sent the assassins. Finally, Sadao took the decision himself. Late at night, he gave the soldier a boat, food, extra clothes, and a safe plan to escape. The American thanked him deeply and rowed away into the dark sea, free at last. Later, when Sadao visited the general again, the general sheepishly admitted, I completely forgot about the assassins. But you must not tell anyone, Sadao, or my reputation will suffer. Sadao agreed. He had saved the soldier, and yet his loyalty to Japan remained unquestioned. In the end, Dr. Sadao stood as a man of both patriotism and humanity. He respected his country, but above all, he respected life. And that, dear students, is the message Pearl S. Buck wanted us to learn. True humanity goes beyond borders, beyond war, beyond race. And that is the story of the enemy. A doctor, a wife, a wounded soldier, and one very difficult choice.
Dear viewers, if you want this story to be narrated in Assamese or any other languages, let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.